Welcome to Fraser Mac Gaming. I'm Fraser Mac. This is the latest in my eShop bargains videos where I bring you all the latest deals from the Nintendo eShop so you can pick up the best games for the best prices and get the most value for your money. The eShop's obviously full of games, but there's some fantastic offers available. Indie World just happened yesterday, so there's constant news coming out of Gamescom, but there's already some fantastic games available for you to play from some really talented indie devs. If this is your first time, before we get into the games, please hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and really hit those thumbs up buttons or thumbs down if you don't like videos. It really helps me grow the channel. But let's get into those games and see what you could be playing for a bargain price. The great news is there's some fantastic indie games on offer this week, and FDG Entertainment, the publishers of Monster Boy and The Cursed Kingdom, have got some great deals of 50% off some of their games on the eShop. So first up we have Oceanhorn Monster of Uncharted Seas. So yes, any fans of Wind Waker and Zelda games, you are in luck. Oceanhorn, it may be a small bite-sized experience compared to Breath of the Wild, but it's quite clearly a 3D Wind Waker inspired Zelda game. Oceanhorn Monster of Uncharted Seas, it's been out for some time now, but it is 50% off on the eShop, so you can pick up over 10 hours of story-driven gameplay played at 1080p and 60 frames per second. It's got some fantastic music, it's full of charm. I mean, just look at those colours, it's going to be full of familiar elements to Zelda fans, but it is in 3D, so it's slightly different from a lot of the top-down 2D Zelda-inspired games you'll see, and obviously I showed off Itoju last week, so check out that video if you've not already. If you're a Zelda fan, I think that's one for people to have a look at. But Oceanhorn, I got the limited physical release from Limited Run Games, but I hadn't actually had a chance to play it yet. When I saw it was on the eShop for such a knockdown price, I jumped in. It is quite fun. It's obviously, I'm fairly early on, but it's full of charm. You can island hop, there's lots of NPCs to come along the way, and essentially you are trying to hunt down and discover the secrets of why your father disappeared. He's left you a notebook. Your mother seems to have unfortunately met an untimely end. Your father's fighting off the monster Oceanhorn, and you need to follow on his path and go on your journey from being a boy to a legend. So Oceanhorn is available on the eShop for 50% off on the UK and US eShop. So it's under £7 on the UK eShop, and it's only $7.50 on the US eShop. Those deals are available until the 5th of September. The story of the FDG Entertainment and Zelda loving doesn't end there. Yep, this is a game, Blossom Tales The Sleeping King, all about a tale passed down from grandfather to grandchildren. I'm not an actual Zelda fan, or I'm a Zelda fan obviously, but I'm more of a Mario person growing up, but at the moment there's just a lot of great deals and great Zelda games out there. So Blossom Tales The Sleeping King, as you can see, it is more of a top-down 2D, kind of like the classic Zeldas, but it promises you a massive open world adventure. There's over 15 hours of gameplay, it's got HD Rumble support, but there's this massive game with lots of different locations. There's 5 challenging dungeons, as you can see there's some boss fights. It's going to be an interesting adventure, and the great thing, it's obviously got a lovely story, it's very charming, but the game, obviously FDG Entertainment published it, but the huge sales on Switch actually helped the studio survive, and I believe Nintendo Life reported last year that they'd had 20 times the sales on Switch as they'd had on Steam. It was a huge deal for them. It's currently 50% off. A lot of people see it as a wonderful hidden gem on Switch. So it's under £7 on the UK eShop, and again it's available for $7.50 in the US eShop, and those deals are available until the 5th of September. Changing gears slightly here, and it's a bit more in the action area where I'm used to playing games. It's Cubic Games and Ludic Studios' Akane. So I mentioned it in my May monthly releases video, and Akane, it's a very budget title, but it's got a fantastic aesthetic. It looks really cool. It's got that kind of neon, kind of cyberpunk look, and in Akane, essentially it is a battle arena game where it's one-hit kills, and you've got to use samurai skills and your special maneuvers to try and defeat waves of enemies. So there's 5 different types of opponents. There's Yakuza guys, tanks, shooters, cyber ninjas, and there's the boss. But you can actually pick up different pistols, you can use katanas, there's gadgets, you've got boots, so you can actually improve your character, but it's very stylized. It's a very addictive, kind of short, sharp gameplay mechanic. I really enjoyed it. I actually kind of picked it up just scouting around for games. It's a really good deal because I really enjoyed Katana Zero. It's not that type of game, but it's got a similar sort of style and aesthetic, some fantastic music. It's really addictive. I really enjoyed it, and obviously you've got 2 special abilities, a Dragon Slash and a Dragon Slayer, so you can sort of dash around and avoid enemies. And then obviously you've got Dragon Slayer where you can angle yourself and go through lots of different enemies at the same time. So it's really fun. It's fairly simple mechanics to pick up, but you need to put the time in to master it. On the UK eShop, it's 60% off, so it's less than £2. So that's until the 25th of August. It's not currently on an offer on the US eShop, but it's only $5. And Cubic Games are very good. They do have some offers available at times where if you own another title, you can get 50% off. But Akane, it's a really fun little game. If you like action games, you like arena games, it's definitely a hidden gem. It's really well regarded, so have a look and check it out on the eShop now. Next up, we have another game slightly different. It's Race Die Run. So this one, again, is from Cubic Games. It's from Atomic Raccoon Studio, and if you've seen Tron, this is Tron. So essentially it's like the racing from Tron. It's a game where essentially you are going to die, obviously in the title. There's lots of hazards you have to overcome. So there's 30 different hazards and traps awaiting you on your race. But you've got some fantastic fast-paced gameplay. It looks stunning, it looks really cool. I've seen people really enjoying this online, playing a lot of it and sharing their gameplay, sharing their deaths. But there's 60 levels to finish. You can play against your ghosts. There's insane bonus levels. You know, obviously it's all about getting the best time, the least deaths, you know, winning races. Looks fun. I've downloaded it. I've not had a chance to play it yet, but it's 30% off. Race Die Run is £6.29 until the 25th of August on the UK eShop, and it's also only $7 on the US eShop. Before I introduce the next game, I want to do a quick shout out because I know about Gree being on sale thanks to James Carl Manzano, so one of the new subscribers to the channel. And Gree, or Gris if you're, you know, Scottish and not very consonantal. It's from Devolver Digital, the publishers, and Nomada Studios. And I know I talk about action games a lot on the channel and a lot on the Switch, but Gree, or Gris, however you want to pronounce it, it's a stunning game. It's been well reviewed by almost everyone who's played it. I hadn't actually had a chance to play it properly except for a small playthrough at EGX Res, but it was very short. It just looks amazing. It's supposed to be a very short tale, but as you can tell, it's one of those games that's an experience. It's visually just outstanding. It's one of those that's really going to get your emotions going. Obviously a lot about mental health and struggle and frustration and thoughts about death, etc. There's supposed to be a lot of elements that are shown in the gameplay, but it's meticulously designed, and it's got glorious artwork, and it is obviously one of the highest rated games on Switch for a very, very good reason. Gris is currently under £9 on the eShop. It's 40% off until the 22nd of August, so you're going to have to get in there quick. It's also on offer on the US eShop. It's just over $10, so if you want to jump in, now's your chance. So those are the 5 bargain games I've got for you from the eShop this week. Some fantastic games there. Obviously I look at the eShop regularly, check out all the deals that are going on there so I can actually pick up games I've not played yet. Some really interesting ones this week. Obviously FDG, really good publisher. They work with some really talented devs, so 50% off on those games is great. So Oceanhorn, if you've not checked it out yet, or Blossom Tales, if you're a fan of Zelda games, all those kind of action RPGs, you'll really enjoy them. And obviously Gree, or Gris, it's an absolute wonder. I think it's obviously a fairly short game, but Devolver Digital, they don't just do action games. Obviously that's usually the kind of style of game I really enjoy, but it's a great one to try out, a great one for relaxing to, you know, if you want something more interesting, maybe a bit more stimulating, sort of make you think a little bit more. That's all we've got time for this week. Please hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and check out all the content I'm going to have from Gamescom this week, and check out any other videos that I've got on the channel. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.